Introducing Business Tech Guide, where business and tech meets endless possibilities. Join us whilst we explore the latest updates in the world of business and technology. Do not miss out. Welcome back to Business Tech Guide, where business and tech meets endless possibilities. This is your go-to source for the latest updates in the world of business and technology. I'm your host, Nadia Chantal, and this show is sponsored by Tendo Technologies, and we're diving straight into our first segment, Tech in Brief. Tech in Brief. Pay Retailers, a Latin American payments company, has expanded into Kenya and 7 other African markets, increasing its presence in Africa into 12 countries, including Ghana, Nigeria, and South Africa. Meanwhile, Bolt has awarded $2,200 in seed funding to the top 10 Kenyan taxi drivers and couriers through its accelerator program, which also offers mentorship to boost their entrepreneurial efforts. Lastly, Nigerian health tech company Field has launched a new service focused on maternal, newborn, and child health, backed by $11 million from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. We'll be taking a brief break, and when we return, we'll dive straight into our innovator segment. Stay tuned.
Tendo, based in Ghana, a platform for individuals to resell products using social media.
My name is Felix. I am the CEO of Tendo. Tendo is a platform that enables anyone in Africa to start an online store with zero capital.
Tendo is a social commerce app for resellers. The platform has built a network of suppliers and then handles the fulfillment when an order is placed. For the resellers, after identifying the products they want to sell through Tendo's app, they can add a markup on the wholesale price, which is their profit, and they use social media to sell to their community.
They would find the products that they want, and we would guide them on how much they can price, how much profit they can add to the product. But once they share it and they generate orders, Tendo actually fulfills the order, so we deliver to their end customers and send their profits to them. These resellers act as sources of truth and recommendations for the end buyers. Their desire really is to leverage on that community to generate an income.
From an earnings perspective, Tendo isn't providing the equivalent of a full-time income for their users. That's by design. They are one part of their users' portfolio of work.
Our average user base earns right now about $60 monthly. And I think it's significant because a lot of these users are using the income that they're earning on Tendo for very impactful things. So paying for fees, paying for their children, buying things that essential things that they need. But our idea is to find something that's very easy. They can do it on their smartphone. They can do it while they're doing all their different other things. And then we can take the heavy lifting and just leverage on what they have, which is their drive, their skills, and the relationships that they've built.
Business Tech Guide on DGN. Today we are thrilled to have Isaac Ejakumson. He is a Chief Project Officer at Cognitive AI Technologies, which focuses on AI for social impact. Also a founder of KIA Startup Consult and Hope Fusion Africa that empowers African entrepreneurs. Isaac, hi, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing very good.
Oh, okay. Are you glad that you are here? Because we're happy that you came.
Sure. I think you are treating me really good, so I feel at home.
Okay, we thank God for that. All right. So before we start the show, we ask rapid fire questions, and then we'll ask you questions, you give us the answers, and then we get into the main questions. Are you ready?
Oh, sure.
All right. Okay, first question is most underrated startup skill.
Okay, I would say content creation. And this is what I believe. If you have a product, you have a service, or if you have a skills, the most important thing is about how to communicate it to those who need it. And the way you communicate is very important. So, and it's not many people that have that kind of skills. You might have something very good or quality, but you cannot communicate to people to put in money for that. So that skill is very important, and everybody is supposed to get to know it.
Okay, so content creation is the key. All right.
Content.
Okay, so second question is seed funding or angel investor. Which one would you go for?
This question is somehow complicated. Angel investor, seed funded. It depends. When it comes to angel investor, here in Ghana and other parts of Africa, it's difficult to get an angel investor. And even getting the seed capital is also difficult. So I don't know if I should choose in between them.
So you want something in between?
Mostly in what you have to go for as a young entrepreneur or a business person in Africa is mostly bootstrapping.
Okay.
Using your own money or money from families and friends to do your business. It's not easy to get somebody to be interested in your idea or your business here in Africa or Ghana.
Yeah, it's very tough.
Yeah.
So you need to know where to go and where to find it. So that's a good thing. So
Yeah.
bootstrapping is the way.
Yeah, bootstrapping is the best way to go if you want to do business in Africa.
Okay, lovely. So the third question is one word to describe the startup journey.
Wow. So the startup journey is all about experience. Some I think that is about hardworking, opportunity or luck, whatever, but I believe that it's experience. Sometimes you may be doing something that is working, other times you may be doing something that's not working. But all that I can see that it's all about building yourself, gaining the experience that can speak for you when the right time comes. So it's all
Okay.
about experience.
So it's all about the ride, the experience. Okay. So the last question is startup success. Is it luck or is hard work?
Wow. There's nothing like hard work or luck. It's all about perseverance.
Okay.
You just have to be moving no matter what. Even when there's luck, if you don't move, how do you get the luck?
yeah, that's
So
true.
just keep on moving.
Keep pushing, keep pushing. Okay, so we're done with our rapid fire questions. So now we're going to our main questions. So can you tell me about your journey into starting KIA Startup?
KI Startup. It has been an experience, as I said earlier. Many people might think that whatever they see on the internet is what it is. But actually, in our business endeavor or in our entrepreneurship endeavor, there's there's always a form of the greatest challenge that you have to go through. Sometimes things will not be working. You need to be sitting down with going into a different way of getting ideas, overthinking, the kind of depression that you have to go through. These are some secret that people doesn't normally say it. Like they think that entrepreneurship is all about having an idea. Sometimes even the money to even buy your basic food, you will not even get it.
Wow.
But people will think that all is well with you.
Because you're starting a business, you're moving. Yeah.
So no matter what, I think we have been able to be on the go, and people are now coming to appreciate KIA. Though in Ghana, it's only few people that know KIA, but on the global space, people know that there's a company that is imparting life and helping entrepreneurship in Africa.
Okay, that's good. So how do you balance your mental health with what you're doing? Because you're speaking about that. So how do you do that?
Well, that is a bigger question, and that is most of the challenges that entrepreneurs or business people go through. The mental health is something that it shouldn't be only the person that is facing to look into. I think it should be a national issue. Sometimes you go through so many hectic situations, and it's like life is just at end for you. And mostly when it comes to such situation, when it's like you cannot do anything again, you should end up have to just find some books and have to be reading to ease myself. If it is movie, I have to just find a series. No matter, I don't like watching a movie that will have just 1 hour.
Yeah, you want
have to
like continuously.
Yes, I'll go through some series of movies.
Yeah.
By the time I'm done with it, now I have to clear up that mental state and just come alive. Like you need to start everything afresh.
I feel you. I do that too. So it's okay. Like everybody goes through stuff. It's how you come out of it. So it's good that you're pushing. And now you are a chief of project officer at Cognitive AI Technologies. So how did that come about as well?
With cognitive AI technology. So once I always tell people that whatever that you know, you just need to be out there and keep on talking about it, keep on preaching it. There will be someone one day that will be interested in it. So I keep on, in as much I'm going through all these challenges, I keep on sharing what I know. And this man came to my DM, it's like, Can you do something for me? I went ahead to do it. Then I had a skills. This is what we are lacking. We don't have the skills. We don't have the capability. If I've not been able to build myself to that level, when that opportunity came, I could have missed it.
True.
That's why I always don't believe in luck. Build yourself. So I was able to build myself. And when the opportunity came, I was able to produce something for him. And later he told me, look, I have this company I want to run. Are you ready to join me? So why not? I'm ready.
Did he find you on LinkedIn?
You find me on WhatsApp, but LinkedIn
okay.
gave me the opportunity.
Yeah.
It then went on to LinkedIn. And when you saw what I've been doing on LinkedIn, so wow.
Yeah. Your LinkedIn is pretty impressive. Even me, I saw it, I was like, wow, you're really doing well. You know your stuff. So that's really good. So how do you see AI transforming social impact efforts in Africa through the work you do at Cognitive AI Technologies?
When you look at some of the social impact like education, health, and agriculture, now is the time of AI. For some time, let's say about 3 months from now, we were discussing something. I and my boss, the one for Cognitive AI Technology, were discussing something about how government purchase laptop to students. So we were like, this laptop is not giving them anything. Why? Because there's nothing on the laptop. So there can be something like a large language model being developed on these laptops.
Okay.
And what can it do? It can integrate all the past questions from, let's say, 1990s or 1980 up to date on it.
Okay.
So when the student pick the laptop, it can just go through all these questions. Because it is a digital platform, you can even answer the questions. Then you can get the marks for a particular test questions. If he's performing well, you can just practice with the text. That is building up your knowledge.
Yeah.
With the AI. You can get your assessment, whether what you answer, which one was wrong, which one was right. You can even get to know this was the right answer, but this I choose those ones. So let me go back and answer them. It gives you an opportunity to practice. The same AI for the education on the same large language model can help you develop the curriculum for the students. Instead of asking people to bring in a series of notes or curriculums, ideas that can go through a long journey. You are talking about time. Time is everything. Look at the cost. You need to invest so much in all these people that can sit down within the consortium to give in the ideas for the curriculum. But just a single click, you can get a full curriculum.
Wow.
And
so you guys are trying to initiate that now?
Yeah, and this thing is being done. It's not like we are trying to initiate. It is something which is there. So if you need it, you just have to implement it.
Okay.
And see, when you a school in Ghana here, do you know that it's really difficult for the foreigners to even check the credibility of a certificate?
That's true.
What can AI do?
It can fasten.
Yeah, we have a way of verification, so you just have to integrate that kind of blockchain validation for certification, so that they can, with a code or with a number, you can just put in the number into the portal and they can bring in your certificate. They can verify it.
Wow.
With just AI. AI can do so many things when it comes to education. So like when it comes to the health, AI can even do a self-diagnosis for you. You just have to tell what you are going through, and it can even describe your issue for you and give you a self-diagnosis.
Yeah, because it does that, and it has really, really fastened how we go to the hospital, education, everything is quick and easy now. So I really like AI as well. So we go to our next question. What role does technology play in empowering African entrepreneurs through your initiatives? You spoke about Hope Fusion to me, so can you talk about that a little bit?
Hope Fusion, we have a project that we are working on now. We are facing the issue of funding, and I'm hoping that in the future we can get the funding and move on with it. This is what we are trying to do. We want to automate the process. See, in business, we are looking at there are three key issues that you need to be able to solve. That's the issue of time, issue of cost, and efficiency. If we're able to beat time, you have enough money on you. Because maybe I'm supposed to do this work within an hour. This is how much I'm going to earn. If I do it in the whole day, this is how much. So if I do a day work within an hour, it means when I replicate the same process for that 24 hours, look at the amount of amount I'm going to have. So when you bring in that kind of automation, it make it more easier. When you have to work on your payroll, it's just by a click of button, you can work on it. If you have to employ somebody, just with a keyword, send the job descriptions, people can apply. The AI will do the shortlisting and everything, go to the aptitude test, then you can go ahead to employ the best person that you're looking for. Then we have an automation of grants and other financial system. So there's a full project pack of automation that we are working on. But we are hoping that this dream will become a reality, that entrepreneurs in Africa will not suffer, but have an easy way to ensure that there's an efficiency, they are saving time, and they are saving costs in their daily business operations.
That's really good. So it takes me to my next question. You spoke about funding and everything. So I'm asking now, how important are partnerships in driving tech innovation for social impact?
For partnership, when we talk about AI social impact, I would think that is a collaborative effort. I've never believed in only one person working on a situation. For all this year, and both people in diaspora, the Western people and the local people, when we are talking, we always talk about collaboration. Now, when we come to Ghana, for example, with AI and social impact, it's all about collaboration. Collaboration between governments, collaboration between the private sector, the universities, and the NGOs. It's all about we all coming together. So if we are talking about policy, last year there's one company in Nigeria that collapsed. It has received funding. Within a year, they have received about more than millions of funding.
Wow.
But they just went up. Why? Because the policies were not giving them an opportunity. Even when they were investing so much in their startup, the policy itself
it wasn't helping them, exactly.
So government policy is very important. And for example, the university, this is the time the university are supposed to be more decisive to work on social issues.
Yeah.
When you work on a social issue that need a solution-based model, then you give to the private sector that is into AI and technology to work on model that can solve this social issue with funding from the government.
That makes sense.
We can solve the issue of education, the issue of agriculture and health. It will be more easier and it will bring efficiency in our system.
Yeah. So the government must partner with the tech startups and then everything can mesh well together.
Exactly.
Okay, that's really good. So what are the biggest tech challenges Africa faces and how can we address them, would you say?
For now, or for some time now, I've been talking about this. When you look at Africa, with Ghana particularly, using Ghana as a case study, there's issue of data.
That's true.
There's nothing going to be any digitization or technological advancement without data. We are talking about data. How do you develop models? You use data to develop models. And if you don't have data, how do you develop models? There's nothing like data integration. You can go to, let's say, a bank and key in some information of you. When you're looking for other parts of the information, you will not get it. When it comes to even the Ghana card, the Ghana card can be used at a particular center, but it cannot be used at a different center. There's nothing like a data integration. Let me cite an example of a country that has done that. When you go to UAE, with your Emirates ID, just the Emirates ID, you can do anything that you want to do in that country. If you want to go to the bank, it's easy. If you want to go to the hospital with the Emirates ID, one thing that people are not taking it into consideration is that with their transport system, Ghana, they canceled the toll. The one that was generating a lot of money for them, they canceled it. And this is what this country is doing. In as much they are not taking toll, but as a driver, you cannot be making a careless driving. You have your image card. It is being integrated to your phone number, to your bank account, to your all your data system. As soon as you overdrive, the camera will just pick your number. It will send a signal to their main database. Then it will just cross-check with your bank account. It will send a signal to your bank. Then the bank will see the offense. Then the deduction will be made. You will be there. Then it will be communicated through your communication channel. Then you receive an alert. This amount has been deducted.
Wow.
We are talking about data. They were able to do that through data. We don't have the data infrastructure. The big computer, we don't have them. The 5G, we don't have them.
Even the 6G now. Yes. Oh, wow. So those are the biggest challenges. Data. Is that the only challenge that you're facing now?
With data, that's when you invest in the supercomputers and everything. With data, that's when you move on to the 5G. So even if you are not having a data warehouse, how do you go on with all this process? And data warehouse will convince you to invest in supercomputers. Without the supercomputers and data warehouse, you cannot be into AI and machine learning. You cannot develop the big models. One example is when you go to China, like when students are in the classroom, there's a camera that is being projected towards them.
Okay.
It is able to monitor the movement of the kids. So when a teacher is teaching, it's able to assess whether the students are picking the class lesson. They understand what the teacher is teaching. If they don't, what is the next thing to do? So it gives them an alert, or it tells them what to be done next, so that the student will not just go and sit in the classroom, but will be positioned in the best course that will help him or her, or the best teaching method that will assist the child.
The child, okay. That's really good. That's good. So then data, we have to solve the data issue ASAP. Okay. So how do you stay connected with your audience through newsletters, and what's their role in building a community? Because I know you have a community on LinkedIn. If you don't know, guys, he's really big on LinkedIn. He does all the newsletters for tech funding, for opportunities, for events. So you should check him out. But yes, so tell us, how do you build your community?
I have enough followers on LinkedIn, but what came in mind, like, in as much that you have your normal LinkedIn account, it limits you the quantity of content that you can share. So the newsletter gives you an edge to communicate to your audience. So I use that one as a platform, and when I created a newsletter, people got to know what I've been doing on LinkedIn already, so they all joined the platform. Then I used that opportunity to communicate to both Africans in diaspora, and the Western community. But my motive is about how to drive traffic to Africa, how to position Africa as a business powerhouse, how to create an impression that Africa is the best place to do business, and also guide entrepreneurs. Even if there is a foreigner, Westerner, who want to come to Africa to do business, how did the person go about it? So giving them the information about how they can even start business in Africa is very important. So I use that newsletter to communicate to this community and make them belong to where they can get the best information.
That's true, because even me, I'm getting the best information from you. So how can African startups leverage AI to accelerate their growth?
AI has been doing really well in these years, and I believe in the few years to come, in the next 50 years, AI will even do much better. And I don't know where we are heading towards. And as a business person or a startup, this is the time to appreciate AI. I guess connected to so many people that even tell me that AI is rather doing harm.
Yes.
Because they are taking our jobs and doing I always tell people, listen, there's always a revolution. Either you take part of the revolution,
Or you stay behind.
you stay behind. Now this is the day of AI. Everybody is talking about AI. Ask yourself, how do you integrate this AI system? There's about automation. The CRM, customer relation management. How do I automate this process so that I can able to reach out to my audience, be part of my audience communication process, able to engage them in a daily basis within a shorter possible time. That will make business transaction more simple and easy.
Yeah.
You need to look at all these things. You have sometimes when you look at your website, you even integrate WhatsApp and other stuff. You can easily communicate.
Very fast, quick, and easy. Yes.
You have the generative AI whereby people are using. Many people think that ChatGPT
Is the only thing.
These are not AI.
Yeah.
They are AI tools. These are generative AI. Generative AI helps you to give it input. Then you get
An output.
An output, which are mostly tests. Now they are going to a different form of output generation. Before it used to be only text. Now you can get pictures. You can even with ChatGPT-4, you can even get a whole document, PDF document. You can even get Excel document. There are so many things that you can get, pictures and videos and other stuff. And now with Google Gemini, you can even be communicating.
Wow.
You speak, and the app will even speak back to you.
That's amazing. I know that like AI is really big now. And honestly, if you don't get with the program, you'll be left behind. So guys, get with the program. So my next question to you is, what trends do you see shaping the future of tech-driven development in Africa?
Well, education is now becoming very important. AI in education is becoming much important. And even now, with the application of AI in education, you don't need to be at a specific place to get access to knowledge. Now, before we need to go through the main schooling process, like going to universities. Now you have educational platforms. You can get access to series of courses, go through it, get self-assessment. You can get even certificates at wherever that you are, just with an access to mobile phone, laptop, and internet.
Wow. Okay, so now the trends that you are looking forward to in the future with AI, what do you think? Like, give me one trend that you think is coming on.
When you look at health, I believe that in the near future, it will be difficult for people to even move to the hospital. I don't know, but I believe the fathers of AI and machine learning are doing their work. Because whatever information, when you go to a doctor, you speak to a doctor, based on what you have said, a doctor will do a self-diagnosis and make a prescription to you. Is that not the case?
That's true.
Now with your mobile phone, you can do the same thing. You can get your own prescription. You can go to your nearby drugstore or pharmacy and buy your medicine.
Okay, so then those are the trends. It's true. I think it will happen because I had a guy on last time and he was saying how they are going to incorporate some diagnostics on the AI thing. So I think it's good. You're onto something here. So what tech tools or platforms do you recommend for entrepreneurs looking to make an impact? So what are the tools and what are the platforms?
Well, when you look at the tools, currently in terms of generative AI, ChatGPT is doing well. Mostly I like to go onto the main people of higher data, like Microsoft, OpenAI, and Google. Google is using the Gemini.
Okay.
The Gemini AI, very powerful. Very, very powerful.
It's more powerful than anything you've encountered.
Last time I was speaking to my friend in Canada, I told him that AI is the most sophisticated in the world. It can do anything that you want it to do.
Yeah.
It can easily. So don't joke with them.
Yeah.
Whatever that you want to do, just know how to work with it. One thing that we are missing is that we don't know how to prompt. The issue of prompting is the reason why people don't know how to use the AI and not appreciating AI. And mostly they think that what information they put in, they don't get what they are looking for. You can make AI think like you. You can make AI produce what you want AI to produce.
Yeah.
So go in a long way of knowing how to make good use of Gemini AI, ChatGPT, and the Copilot from Microsoft.
Okay, guys. So Gemini AI, ChatGPT, and the what?
The Copilot.
The Copilot. So guys, free game for you. So get into it. So now the last question is, what is the future for cognitive AI and Hope Fusion and KIA startup? Give me for all of them.
Wow. You have to watch out for cognitive. Cognitive is about to do things we are all hoping for in the future. This is the day of AI, and cognitive is the future. We always, on our website, when you go there, you see something like the future is intelligence.
Yeah.
So most of the issues that both government and business cannot solve, that is what cognitive is going to do. And they should watch out for our upcoming summit on 16th July. That falls on the International Day for Artificial Intelligence.
So 16th July 2025.
Yeah.
Okay, so next year. So we should, okay, that's good. All right, thank you so much for coming, Isaac. We really enjoyed our time with you here. So we're going for a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't leave here. Bye.
Send the your best at wow business. Wa brown news is simple. Go bomb.
Hanko bombe needing the tendo. Mami nchire. Kojo chire. We yati send you wako kejeti akwaji store na se wako makola akwaji store ba uti ufi. Download the app ni your friend Nintendo na sign it up. Nchire mana se minjai. Kojo chire. Sign up ni simple app ni si free. Wa download we are sign app no mami nchire send you be use app. We be app na we be hu nyama bebre o nti hwe ne u betimi aton. Mi nchire mana. Kojo chire. Hu ne opese oton na fa profit to 25 cedi 50 cedis and now 1 billion. Mi nchire mana. Kojo chire. Audio profit atu so we na fa post ko social media Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Me use Twitter and to be click link no kwoto sa de na di nipa sika man na mfa so na kudon na beto account me za kire mana kojo kirem
Ko honum ne obehu bia fa wo de to so profit no wo dia
some amu ni se convoy enye car ba ko pa na de ntimi hu yanam ko ka cha me na mfofo se say na ba nti wo mun download the Nintendo am na make money me kire man.
Opportunity Spotlight. Welcome back to Opportunity Spotlight on Business Tech Guide, where we highlight potential game-changing opportunities for you. We're excited to announce that applications are now open for the MEST Africa Challenge 2024. If you are an agri-tech entrepreneur aiming to scale, seize the chance to win $50,000 in equity funding. You can apply by visiting the MEST website. We're going for a short commercial break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Business Tool of the Week. Welcome back to Business Tech Guide on DGN. This is the last segment, Business Tool of the Week, where we introduce you to the latest technology making waves in the business world. Today, we're exploring TeamSync. TeamSync is a collaboration tool that enhances team communication and project management. Here's a quick guide to using TeamSync. 1. Create an account. Sign up with your email. 2. Set up your team. Invite members and organize into groups. 3. Create projects. Click projects and select create new projects. 4. Manage tasks. Add tasks and assign members and set deadlines. 5. Communicate. Use the chat feature and share files easily. 6. Track progress. Monitor tasks and project milestones on the dashboard. 7. Integrate tools. Connect with other tools for seamless workflow. 8. Stay updated. Set up your notifications for updates and deadlines. Use these steps to boost your team's productivity with TeamSync. We hope you found the information insightful. Don't forget to join us next time for more news, interviews, and tools to keep you ahead in the ever-evolving world of business and technology. Until then, I'm your host, Nada Chantel, and this show is sponsored by Tendo Technologies. We'll see you next week. Stay tuned. Bye. Introducing Business Tech Guide, where business and tech meets endless possibilities. Join us whilst we explore the latest updates in the world of business and technology. Do not miss out.